What's up, guys? This is Andy. Welcome back to Painfully Honest Advice. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the top 5 credit cards for beginners. So this is cards for somebody that has either no credit or somebody that's trying to rebuild their credit. But I will share with you guys the top 5 credit cards for a beginner. Now some of these cards are what's called a secured card, and a couple options are going to be the unsecured card. So I will go ahead and go over that with you guys in this video. Hey, if you're new to the channel, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, it's right down there. And if you don't mind giving me a quick thumbs up, that would be honestly highly appreciated. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up that this video I'm actually making out of Miami. Me and my wife came down to Florida for the weekend because in New York it is pretty damn shitty out. It's actually snowing out and there was a snowstorm. So we decided to leave for the weekend, and I'm actually shooting this video right like a block away from Ocean Drive, which is awesome because it's like 80 degrees here. And let me show you guys a quick view that I have as well. So this is actually the view from our room. We are right on Collins Avenue, and it's literally 1 block away from Ocean Drive. So yeah, pretty excited to be here. Anyways, I want to go ahead and get right into the video with you guys. Now, as far as going over the top 5 best credit cards for beginners, first, I think it's very important to go over what is credit and why should you establish credit. So credit actually helps in many different ways. When you want to buy your first car, or you want to buy your first house, or even if you're trying to look for rental property, say you want to go rent a property, the landlord's going to ask to pull your credit. By having good credit, the landlord knows that you've been paying on time. It will establish that, hey, you're credit worthy and you are going to be making rent payments on time, basically. I highly encourage you to start building credit if you don't have credit ASAP. Now, I do want to tell you guys that all these credit cards that I'm going to share with you, I personally do have. I started off with actually 2 of these that I'm going to share with you guys. I would not tell you guys and give you guys advice on a card that I did not actually use myself. So the first card that I ever got, and the first card that I'm going to recommend if you have no credit or you're trying to establish or rebound from credit, is going to be the Capital One Platinum card. And this is the first card that I actually ever got. Now, this is a secured card. And you might be wondering, what's a secured card? So I'll break that down for you really quick here. Now, in regards to a secured card as opposed to a non-secured card, a secured card is where you actually have to put down money with that card company, and they hold that money as a security deposit, and they give you a credit limit so you can start borrowing against basically your security deposit. So in case you stop paying, they are going to keep that security deposit and you will not get that back. But as long as you're paying, that secured card will become unsecured and it'll start getting more points and more perks. Now with this card, with the Capital One card, they do have a very low security deposit, but it really depends on what security deposit you want to put down, because that's how much a limit that they're going to give you. But the security deposit, I believe, starts at $100. So it's one of the lowest security deposit cards out there. And this is what started establishing my credit. And after about 12 months of you making payments on the card, it will become automatically non-secured, and I still use it to this day. I don't use it as much because I have other cards at this point, but it is one of my favorite cards, just from the standpoint of this is where I started off with. But I did want to go ahead and go over just some of the perks and some of the benefits that this card has on their website. All right, so if you go on CapitalOne.com and you just type in secured card, or you click on the credit cards and go to secured cards, you will see the Capital One Platinum card is a secured card. It does tell you that it's a good card for rebuilding credit, or I will tell you it's a really good card for just establishing credit if you have no credit as a beginner. So in regards to some of the perks on this card does offer 0 annual fees, which is really nice. And I will tell you guys that any of the cards that I'm going to share in today's video have 0 annual fees. I hate paying fees on a credit card because that annual fee you're paying even if you don't use the card or you use the card. But honestly, guys, I've over 11 cards at this point, and I don't like paying any kind of annual fees on any of my cards because I just don't see getting those perks back. And if there is perks, sometimes you use them and sometimes you just kind of, don't even use them. So why pay any kind of annual fees, right? So the second card that I'm going to share with you guys is actually the Discover. Now, in my case, I actually started off with both of these cards. I have the Discover here and I have the Capital One here as well. Yeah, so these are the two secured cards that I started off with. Now, just some of the perks in regards to the Discover card that I really like that actually the Capital One doesn't even offer. You do get points. So there is perks with it for the purchases that you make with this card, which is kind of sweet because with the Capital One or any other secured cards, you actually don't get any points, but with this card you do. But I do want to go on their website just to show you guys some of the perks that I may have missed on this card. Once you're on the website, you can actually choose the credit building card. And I just want to show you guys the perks because this card has probably some of the most perks that you can get for a secured card. There is no annual fees, like I was saying. The ratings on this card are extremely good. It is a real credit card because it does establish credit, and your security deposit is fully refundable. And the additional feature that I was really excited to share with you guys is about the points. So this card does earn cash back. You can earn up to 2% cash back. Now, it tells you 2% at gas stations, restaurants, up to $1,000. And then on everything else, you earn 1% unlimited cash back. If possible, personally, if you want to really get a jump start on your credit, I would recommend getting both. I would recommend getting the Capital One and the Discover. All right, so these are the two secured credit cards that I wanted to share with you guys. The next three options that I'm going to share with you guys are still cards for beginners. Those are, however, unsecured, so you do not want to put down, or you do not need to put down a deposit on those. So let me go ahead and jump into the third one. So the third card that I recommend is the Citi Double Cash Back. Now, this is one of my favorite cards, and I use this card on a daily basis because of the double cash back. The nicest things with the card is that it's very simple. There's no hidden categories that you gotta opt in, opt out every single month with this card, which is really nice because you don't have to, it just keeps everything very simple where you know you're getting 2% cash back on all your purchases. And it's got no annual fees. So those are some of the best perks with this card. As far as the cash back goes on this card is you actually get 1% for making purchases and you get 1% for paying the card back. So when you're making a payment every month, it actually is giving you 1% at that time. So if you go to citicards.com, I'll provide the link down below, but you can check out the perks with this card. But like I said, the biggest thing that you actually get back on this card is that 2% cash back on purchases, 1% when you buy, and 1% as you pay back. So I can't stress that enough that I really do love the point system on this card. I will tell you guys that this is a good card for beginners because they are a little bit more beginner credit friendly as far as getting approved for this card. All right, so that's going to be the third card. Now I am going to go ahead and jump into the fourth option. All right, guys, the fourth card that I'm going to share with you guys is something that I got maybe about a couple years ago, and it is the Chase Freedom Card. Now, the Chase Freedom Card is it's an awesome card for a beginner. Now, this is something that is unsecured. So what I normally recommend is that get a secured card first and then go for an unsecured card. But like I said, this card, they are very beginner friendly with this card as well. Now, this card does come with 1%, or no, I'm incorrect on that. It comes with 1.5% cash back on all purchases. This card actually has a cash offer that they give you just for signing up and getting this card, and I believe it's $200, but let me go ahead and jump on their website and I'll show you guys the perks on this card. Now with this card, like I said, I was correct on that, where it is actually a $200 cash back for signing up. Now it tells you right here how you get that $200 cash back is after you spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months. So that's a nice little perk with this card, is you're getting $200 cash back as long as you spend $500 within the first 3 months. All right, guys, so the fifth and final card that I'm going to recommend is actually one of my favorite cards in my wallet. I use this card on a daily basis, and I really enjoy this card because of the cash backs that it offers, and it is the Amazon Prime credit card. Now, this is one of my favorite cards because you actually get 5% cash back on Amazon Prime purchases. Now, if you are not a Prime member, you would have to get membership for Amazon Prime. Now, with this card, I will go to their website just to show you guys some of the perks that this card offers. But right off the top of my head, I can tell you guys that this card has no annual fees. It also has no foreign transaction fees, which is amazing because if you're traveling out of the country, it's got no foreign transaction fees at all. In my book, this is one of my favorite cards. I use this card on a daily basis, and actually the feeling of this card, it feels, I don't know if you can hear that, but basically it's made of a thicker material, so it feels like a little heavier of a card, and gives it a little bit of weight, and makes it a little bit fancier, I guess. In any case, let me go ahead and go on their website just to show you guys any of the perks that I may have missed. All right guys, so I just went on Amazon.com here and just typed in the Prime Rewards card. As I was telling you guys, in regards to kind of the perks on this card, you do get 5% cash back on Amazon.com and Whole Food Market purchases, and you get 2% cash back at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. But what I was telling you guys in regards to the foreign transaction fees and annual fees is right here. There is no annual fees with the card, and there's no foreign transaction fees. All right guys, so that is gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my top 5 cards for beginners, and I encourage you to start ASAP. Cannot say that enough. If you don't have any credit established. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, as you'll get notified every time I make new videos, and just giving me a quick thumbs up, that would be honestly really appreciated. Thanks again guys, and I will see you at the next one.